I'll be honest, I had a hard time thinking of a topic to talk about this week. At the time of this video's release, I would have gotten my hands on the new rule set via D&D Beyond for 1 or 2 days at most. I'm still working my way through the beta packet of DC20, and also just got my hands on the backer kit for the MCDM RPG, now called Draw Steel. Fantastic name, by the way. Like how it's fantastic to subscribe. Suffice it to say, I got a lot to work through, so let's keep things simple. Today we're talking about my all-time favorite cantrip, Shillelagh. In both 2014 and 2024 rules, this is primarily a druid cantrip, though you can gain access to it even if you're not a druid through things like Magic Initiative or the druidic fighting ability for the ranger, which is a core part of the 2024 ranger or an optional class feature made available in Tasha's for the 2014 ranger. The cantrip is super simple. As a bonus action, you imbue a club or quarterstaff you have with magical power. For 1 minute non-concentration, the weapon's damage die increases to 1d8. You also can then use your casting modifier for attack and damage, and it becomes magical. Also, whether you're a druid or ranger, this means you're most likely to be using wisdom for your attack and damage. And the 2014 version, it keeps it just like that, and honestly, I was okay with it. It wasn't the most damaging spell, but it wasn't supposed to be. To me, Shillelagh was the definition of a perfect backup spell for the druid, in case they ran out of their wild shapes or spell slots. It was a last line of defense.
The line must be drawn here.
Also keeping it in theme of only a wooden object can receive this treatment. Then add on top of that a solid casting time of a bonus action and its non-concentration. This means that you can cast other spells that are concentration, or even yet be a barbarian with a big stick. It was a perfectly flavorful spell that was great for its role, which honestly I've grown to enjoy more and more. Spells that don't necessarily do the most amount of damage but are perfectly flavorful. The 2024 version though, it did get a little update in 2 ways. First, damage type is changed from the weapon's damage to force damage. Then secondly, you get damage increase like most damaging cantrips. Level 5 it increases to a d10, 11 it becomes a d12, and 17th it becomes 2d6. So yeah, funnily enough, still remains a solid backup for the druid in case you're backed into a corner, but becomes an entirely different beast for more Gish type characters. The solely based Wisdom Ranger is even more viable now than before because of this. Not to mention how it would synergize with a Guardian Druid, which honestly, thinking about it, sounds pretty sick. So yeah, that's Shillelagh, a perfectly fun cantrip that I have a lot of fondness for, and is easily my personal favorite. And that'll do it for this video, folks. Let me know your favorite cantrips down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.